guys, today we're going to be doing another envelope stuffing. This is April 1st, so getting ready to kind of pay all of my bills. In this video, I'm going to be stuffing the envelopes, kind of going through every single envelope that I have and making sure that we have everything accounted for. But also at the end of the video, we'll actually be showing you how to make these envelopes if you're interested in doing so. Also, if you don't have the equipment and you don't really have to be too crafty, but if you're not really interested in making your own, I will actually have a link in the description below so that you can check out the Etsy shop where I actually will have a couple of different designs for you to pick from. All right, we're gonna hop right on into this. I have got my sheet of paper that I have clipped. Have gone to the bank. They have gave me what I need in cash, and I kind of wonder sometimes, you know, do they like wonder what in the world I'm doing, you know, coming and getting this cash, and then usually the day I get it or the next day, then I go back and deposit money so that I can cover the bills, to pay the bills. So if you are interested in kind of finding out how I create my envelopes, I will have a simple tutorial at the end of the video, so just make sure you keep on watching. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. We have got my handy dandy little cheat sheet, basically, because there's no way that I will be able to remember how much that I need to put in every single thing. So I'm gonna put my cash here. So I always try to keep my envelopes in order of how they are on here. That way it's easier to just go through step by step. If you're interested in finding out exactly how I came up with the figures that I needed, I actually went over that in the first envelope stuffing that I did. So I'll have that linked so you can go and take a look at that. So first, Conway Corporation, center point, that is all of our electric, gas, anything like that. So, and of course, things are like all jumbled up. If you watched my last video, you would know that I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to things being like all different sides. At least they're not upside down, but they're facing different directions, and that drives me kind of insane. So, all right, so Conway Corporation, I take out 185, so there's 150, 70, 80, and 5. All right, so I'm going to make all the bills face the same direction, and I only had $4 left out of this last month, so I am doing pretty well on keeping things pretty much up to standard. All right, so next is phone and wireless. That is 150, so 1 and 50, and again I'm going to make sure they face the same way. All right, I do actually have a couple $100 left from last month. I had done this spreadsheet when I had a different telephone company, wireless company that we were using. And so I actually am saving about $200 a month. So here, probably in the next month or two, I'm going to revamp this because I am actually going to I'll probably take that $200 and add it to my mortgage so that I have a little bit more principal so that the mortgage can get paid off a little bit faster. Internet and TV, I am in the process of searching for new internet TV so that this $138 twice a month can go down, hopefully significantly. It's not going to go down, you know, $200 a month, but anything and everything will definitely help. So internet and TV, we have 138. I think I did not get a 5. Yes, I did not. All right, so we have 1, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So 1, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we're going to, I haven't paid my internet. It's due right now. My internet and TV are due out of this pay period. So that's not extra money, that's just got to be paid today. All right, so internet and TV are done. Groceries, we have just a little bit of money left in groceries, and we do $3.25. 1, 2, 3, 25. So 1, 2, 3, 25, and these were all ones. All right. So that goes into grocery. All right, dining is next. Who else has trouble like eating out too much? I mean, I really want to know, because that seems to be where we're having so much trouble cutting back. And I'm like, I don't understand. Actually, I'm gonna put this 50 up because I did it, I don't want to mess things up. I did it 4 20s and then 3 1s. So we're gonna do 20, 40, 60, 80, and 1, 2, 3. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, and 3. And again, I know this is kind of odd numbers. If you want to kind of see how I came up with this, go back and watch the video that I had linked. Gasoline, $45. Thankfully, we do not work very far away from where we live. So that's 45. And a lot of times, like Jerry and I work together, so most of the time we carpool together. So it makes it really super nice that we don't have a ton of gasoline expenditure. Oh, there's a 20. All right. All right, pet. We do have a few doggies. Actually, there's 2 of them today that are at the vet. One's getting spayed, one's getting neutered. So we are doing our part to control the pet population. All right, so $120. All right, birthday. We have not had to dip into this yet because if you watched my last video, you'll know that all of our birthdays start in July and go through December. And so we should have enough money here by the time July hits to start giving birthday gifts. All right, Christmas, we have 63. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. How in the world did I get messed up there? Okay, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3. All right. I actually have started shopping just a little bit for Christmas. I've already bought something for Miss Rachel, something she absolutely loves. So I know getting it this early is not going to bother her that I bought it this early. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's not something she's going to grow out of. This is something that it's like, if this rips on open, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna tape it up because I'm not like losing $100. Okay, this is in my mortgage, and again, it is $500 twice a month, so that I can just send them $1,000 a month and pay a little bit more toward my principal. Our vehicle is, we do $300, so once again, I send $600 a month. That way I can pay a little bit more to my principal and get that paid off a little bit faster. All right, insurance. Oh my gosh, every month I have a cow because this is so much, but you can't live without it. I mean, you just can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $750. $760. $760. $761. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 750, 760, 761. And I have just a tiny bit in here left. So at the end of the year, if I've got any money left in these, then I'll probably put that maybe toward a vacation fund or something. Something a little bit special since we're saving money. Or it just might go into savings. I don't know. Finally, we have our spending, which is $35. And this is something that pretty much every time is completely empty. And then Mr. Jerry gets his $20 bill, so I'm gonna set that aside. You can get paper like this, like a 12 by 12 or an 8.5 by 11, but I wouldn't recommend the 8.5 by 11 because you're only gonna get one envelope off of that. I do the 12 by 12s, and I do have usually a little bit that is left over. And Rachel, my youngest daughter, she is using those leftover pieces to create bookmarks and things like that. So basically what I do is mark this. It is, and you can just use a simple ruler, a 12-inch ruler. Make sure you have everything lined up properly. And I mark this at 7.5 inches. And then I go to the other end and I mark it at 7.5 inches. And then I draw my line between the two. Again, I'm a little bit OCD, so I want to make sure that I cut straight across the line. And you can pick up, I mean, if you're really good with scissors, you can just cut. I'm not super good with scissors, so I have a little contraption that looks like this. And it locks in place so that you don't have any little ones getting their fingers stuck or anything like that. You want to line this up perfect. And just cut that off. And this is what Rachel is, go ahead and put that down. This is what Rachel is using to make bookmarks and things like that out of. So she's very creative and she loves to do stuff like that. All right, so basically what I'm on this, I want to make 2 cash envelopes out of that. So I'm going to mark, I'm gonna mark it at 6 inches because this is 12 inches and 6 inches works very, very well. So 6 inches there. Six inches there. All right, straight across. And again, you're going to line that up, make sure it lines underneath your blade, and then at the very end, it will also line up there. All right, so you have 2 pieces. Next, what you want to do is fold them in half. again, I'm a little OCD. It has to be absolutely perfect. Okay. When I do that, I always like to make sure that there's a crisp edge. So I take something that's hard. I don't have anything really that's super hard right here except for this. So I just make sure that the envelope is creased. So from this point, if you have a laminator, then basically what you're going to do is just have your laminating strips. They come in a package. You can get them in a small package, you can get them in a larger package, but they do come in a package like this. They will open up. And they're kind of stuck together down here. So if you try to put it in here, it's only going to go to like there. So I go ahead and I open it all the way up, and then you can actually maximize your usage of your laminating paper. Again, I try to make sure that it's exactly straight. You can put several of these in one. They do not go 3 wide this way. So this is when we put one of Rachel's bookmarks in here to kind of maximize again. And then you'll have one that will go. So one sheet of laminating paper will do 3 envelopes just fine. You can actually, on this one, if you want to, you can put it at the very edge. And so it's just gonna open up, but it'll laminate across all the other sides. You just put it in the laminator. What I do is once I let it go through the laminator, I'll go ahead and cut these out. And when I get them cut out, then I put them through individually through the laminator so that I just make sure that all the seams are really good. Another thing that I have been doing is adding a little bit more of the laminating to the end of it here. So your envelope starts here, and that's where you put your cash. And then you have this end, and this fits really nicely into the book that, the folder that I got. And again, if you missed my last video, I got this at Michael's. And it was, I believe it was $19.99, and then I had a 40% off coupon. So I got this. I'm in the process of changing over to these envelopes, but I haven't gotten my stickers on here or anything letting, you know, that would let me know which was grocery, which was gas, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So I do enjoy this little portfolio here. It's super sleek, super nice. You can always find a 40% off coupon for Michael's. And yeah, these fit in here really nicely. I did find a hole punch on Amazon that you can actually punch those holes in there. So, I mean, it does take a few supplies to get started on making your own envelopes, but it is super easy. It is a little bit time consuming because of all the measurements and things that you have to do. I will actually have these on my Etsy shop. Several of you have expressed an interest in the cash envelopes. This is one set that I will have. It is a dozen envelopes that you can actually, you know, use whatever. Just, you could write on a Sharpie, you know, here or here, letting you know what is in this. These that I have already made that will be going into my binder have the little holes there so that it fits just right into that. But these are all kind of color coordinating. So I'll have these. I'll have these also without the holes, just the standard envelope like this. And then I've got some that I have been working on that are also color coordinated. That will also be, I'll have some that are just the basic envelopes, and then I'll have some that actually have the holes punched in there, because it is, like I said, you know, unless you're really good with scissors, then you have to have something that's going to cut the edges nice and straight. If you don't have a laminator, that's another thing. If you don't have a hole punch, you can just use a standard 1 hole punch. But I don't think that I am good enough to do 6 punches and get them all lined up perfectly. So I thought this was really a great little gadget. So if you are not interested in making your own, but you are interested in purchasing, I'll have the Etsy store linked down below, where you can pick some of these up. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel and you hit that post notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. I will have a couple of the videos that we have done in the past on cash stuffing linked here and here, but that subscribe button is just down below me. So go ahead and hit that, and until our next video, bye.